Hello YouTube and welcome back to our tutorial. And last tutorial we made it so we can shoot our characters and three different ones do three different animations or sequences. So we made this one here, which when you shoot he has rigid body physics, ragdoll physics. This one has an animation and this one has an animation. However, when we made the script we made it so it only uses one at a time, which isn't very good. We want to make it switch between them all. So the best way to do this would be to use a random switch statement, or a load of if statements if you like, it's your choice. So we'll simply start by doing this first, and if anyone can see the problem now, I will explain to you later how to fix it, but if you can't then just carry on watching the tutorial. So we're going to start by making a new random number. So it is var random num, we'll just call it. This will equal to random.range, and we'll say 0 to 3 because we've got 3 animations, so 0, 1, 2, and it needs one more added on end to it, so 3. And then we'll say var chosen num equals random num. So an integer so we can just call it, because if you call this one sometimes it'll mess up when you try to display this. So if you just choose that, it'll run it and do that. So here we will type switch chosen num. We've done these plenty of times, and down here I'll just close it off. So in put all this through here, I'll type case 0 will be break. So case 0 will play the first animation. So it'll randomize the number when he dies, and if his chosen number equals 0, it'll play the first animation. Else case 1 will play the second animation, and case 2, so the last one, will play the the ragdoll physics. So take that collider out for now, I've just cut that. So break 1, 2, so it'll either do an animation or a ragdoll physics, so it's really good. So before we get down to all this, just above the switch statement we're going to turn all colliders off, because otherwise, where is it? Yeah, these animations won't turn them off and it'll just look really weird. So if we turn the collider off then you can't hit it, you can't play with it, so it's really easy. So come down, random number, turn colliders off, and play each one where it should, so we can get rid of that note. So if we were to play that now, well, it's got a chance that it may work, chance that it may not. So if we show you, we'll shoot this enemy. Didn't work. Shoot this one. That one was lucky enough to work. Shoot this one. That one was lucky enough to work. So the reason it's not working is if you look at the error panel. Let's have a look what it says. The animation state death 1 could not be played because it was not found. So if we click it, nothing will happen, it won't show you. So it was this one here we shot, and it could not find the death animation. So if we click death test 2, well, look, there's no death 1 animation. So we'll just attach death 1 to there, and we'll attach death 1 to the default animations just to make it even. So if we shoot him now, that 1 should be able to switch between all three things. So death animation 1. What else we got? Death animation 2. And the final one, it's very hard trying to shoot when you've got no character. And death animation 2 again. So each time you shoot someone it will randomise between whatever you need. So it's really, really helpful. It's in a parent, it's all set up on here. So what we're going to do is start renaming these properties because we don't really need it. So death test 2 will become entity, and death test 3 will become the name of whatever you want. So I'm going to call this stock, for like stock mannequin. So we're going to turn this into a prefab so we can just copy the whole NPC thing. So I'm going to get rid of that. In fact, we'll just replace it with that. stock to NPC. So now we can just drag him out everywhere and we can just shoot. So let's just try it. So, because I've got an idea for something cool. Stick them behind there, let's see if it works. So 3 of them, he's decided to hover, which shouldn't matter, but he died, and he died. See? So that's working. Now what we can do is destroy these 2 here because we don't really need them to. So what I'm going to do is go death test 1 and 2, delete. Grab our stock and 2 NPCs. So we'll call this one Farmer. And we can stick him over here. And then we can delete the other farmer what's here. We don't need him no more, so we can stick the NPC in there. So we've got a farmer. What else do we have? This one's floating, we don't need him. The stock one we can just get rid of because we've got the stock one. So the surgeon here, we need to replace him. So drag another NPC out, place him in his same spot. NPC, place him here. But now we need to change his body types. And is he taller? No, he's just floating. So we'll change his body type, which we've done plenty of times. So these here. So we'll find models, hero machine, which is that surgeon with no materials. So we'll just add it to it. We need to create materials then. So right click, create material. Unless we just use these, that'll work sense. Body, surgeon. And because we're doing it to this one, it should not affect everyone else. See? Like we practiced ages ago. So skin, left eye, right eye. Perfect. So now all we need to do is give him the surgeon's headband. So we'll place that into the entity one. Go to Y view, make sure it's in the right place. Back there. Go to the side view, bring it down. Perfect. So he's now got a star headband. We can get rid of the surgeon. But before we do get rid of him, what I'll do is copy his name, delete him, paste it into this NPC, and then put him back in. So now them 2 have got it. All what's left is the woman, which we'll need to do the ragdoll physics again, and then this one here. So I've just showed you how we did it. I'll do this male one, and then we'll do the female one together. So I'll speed it up, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that, my recorder decided to crash. But so I finished doing the civilian, putting him in. So we're going to test it now just to see if it works. So we'll shoot this one. He works. Rigid ragdoll. Animation 2 and animation 2 again. So that works. Now the only one left is for the woman, which we can't do. The woman won't work because we are currently assigning out the NPCs to the male ones. So here we'll change this to NPC male, and then we're going to grab this female and we'll start work on her. No dirty thing intended. But yeah, so we'll drag the female out and we'll start pushing. Well, we'll start making her. Yeah. We'll leave the positions, but for the rotation we'll turn it to 0, simply because it'll make it easier to put everything where it needs to be. There we go. So what we're going to do is insert a new game object, just like we did the NPCs, and I'm going to put it right under her nose, and YouTube is awesome, and place it below her feet. If you put it near her feet, it just makes it easier for aligning characters later. So we're going to call this civilian female, and we'll call the other one entity, just like the other ones. Yeah, the other characters. Put her in here and change her position to 0, 2.2 and 0. The reason it's 0 and 0 is so it's in the middle of this axis, but 2.2 is just enough off the floor so it's not going through. So if we were to assign this death one now, it wouldn't work. It'd want you to make a new controller, and there's a lot of bother with it. It hardly works half the time. So the best way to do it is to go to Add Component, Miscellaneous, Animation. Boom. Now we can add the animations. So Animation, Animation, Death 1, Death 2, untick play automatically. So now we can start looking what everyone else has done. So if we find NPCs, Entity, we need the enemy collision script, which is that one, so we can place that on. Our body parts we can leave blank. I believe all that's meant to be left blank. Yep, but now we need a box collider, so component physics box collider. And let's see, here. That'll do. And oh, my poster fell down off the wall, random. So we've got that, and now what we have to do is assign the ragdoll physics. So you remember how we did this? So I forgot to do it. Which one is it? Game object create other ragdoll, that's it. So here we are. So I did this last tutorial, no need to cover it again. Make sure you put in the T stance. So I'll do this now and I'll speed it up so you're not bored. If you want to know how to do it, watch the previous tutorial. So I'll be back. So I'm back and I've done the ragdoll physics on her, and now it should be just a case of testing and then assigning her as a prefab. So we'll shoot her and see if she randomizes. Death animation. 3 tests just to make sure it's positive. So 1 test it works. Ragdoll, 2 tests. We're not going through animations, it's just good to do 3 tests just to make sure it fully works, no glitches. Ragdoll physics. I don't know why they bounced over there, but as you can see, 3 glitches. We found why it did it. But yeah, so we've now got it. So we just assign her to a prefab and be laughing. So in enemies, we'll just drag her straight in. Prefab, NPC, female. Drag her out. Is she? Yep, all good. So NPC female. We can drag her into the NPCs, but we'll rename her to Civilian 01 dash male for him, Civilian 02. Where's it going? That was weird. Civilian 01 dash female. So now we can go around and successfully kill everybody, because that's always good. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Sorry for the crashing earlier. Hope you liked it. Quick tutorial to randomize. If you want to add more, all you have to do here is add more case statements and more animations. Really, really easy. Assign it to both of these and it'll assign to everybody. Thanks for watching and see you next time.